All right, what is up, everybody? This is week one of documenting manga journey every single day until I publish my first manga in 2025. So let me show you everything I did this week. But before I begin, I believe I have 20 subscribers right now, and I just want to say thank you to everybody who subscribed. I got a couple of nice comments as well. Just, about just keep motivational comments to keep going. I even had someone say for the first time ever that my art is better than their art in one of the YouTube shorts, which was crazy. Um, but yeah, because I think probably everyone who can relate to this, who draws or any artist, that we always think we for some reason we always like look at our stuff like all down and stuff uh, everyone here is a better artist than they think, which is crazy. But also before I begin, I think once I get to I was saying 1,000 subscribers, I was going to actually start live streaming every single day, my 5 hours of drawing every single day. Because if we think about it, one of the reasons why I started this content, one of the reasons why I started content creating in general is because to document my journey from knowing nothing about drawing to publishing a manga and then publishing multiple, like, this journey never ends. It's not like this journey is going to end next year once I publish my manga in 2025. Like, this, I'm in it for the day I die, you know what I mean? But and I've been drawing 5 hours a day every single day for the past 2 weeks or so. And if we look about it, 5 hours a day times 365 is 1,825 hours. Times that by 5.5, that's 10,000 hours. That's the whole reason why I started this channel, is for that's the whole reason why I started documenting my hours every single day, is because I'm not saying like once you reach the 10,000 hours, all of a sudden you're God. All of a sudden, like, everything. It's like, oh, you know, I just believe that it's a huge milestone, and it really holds you accountable. And I started this channel as well because it holds me accountable. I got 20 subscribers. I got 20 people who expect a video of me every single day, of showing my journey, showing my art every single day. You know what I mean? So, and that number hopefully only grows. But I wanted to say right now, like, I'm recording this on my phone. I got a drawing light right here. Right now, it's not even, my focus is 99% art, 1% this. Like, maybe one of these days, I'll start getting serious. But right now, even if I start live streaming, I don't want to say I'm gonna do the bare minimum, but like, this is my focus. You know what I mean? Doing a manga is my focus. Creating a manga is my focus. But yeah, before I show you my weekly progress, because that's the whole point of this video, every single week to check in with everybody. I think this is actually 6 days, because this is Tuesday right now, so I'll publish it tomorrow. But just the one thing less to do. But one thing I want to say is, like I said, I'm in it for the long haul. You know what I mean? I'm in it for the long haul. This isn't like once I publish a manga, I'm out. Like, no. Like, I'm gonna publish multiple mangas. And also, one of the things, I was making I was making a 5-year video yesterday. And what it was is I was talking to myself of where I should be at 5 years from now. And one of the things is, look, you gotta be delusional. You gotta believe that in 5.5 years from now, you can have one of these of my own. You know what I mean? A box set of my own. I love Fujimoto. He's my favorite mangaka. I'm reading Fire Punch right now. I've read Look Back, Goodbye Yuri. But you gotta be delusional, and you have to look. When I used to play sports, I used to look at motivational videos and everything. But what I realized is the number one thing is you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that you can do it. You have to believe that you can draw. You have to believe. You have to believe in yourself, because at the end of the day, if you're going to bed and you don't believe in your art, then who is? Who is going to believe in you? You can't rely on anybody but yourself to believe in your art every single day. I know I'm not a good artist, but I do know that you have to believe in yourself every single day, and you have to be delusional, because if you're setting small goals, like, I don't know, you have to be delusional, and you have to actually, but not like fake it, not like fake that, yeah, I'm gonna have my own box. No, I like, you have to actually believe that in 5 years from now you're going to have a box set. You actually have to believe that, not like fake it. You really have to believe it, and it's something that nobody can teach. You know, I don't know. You know, all like motivational BS aside, the number one thing I believe is you have to believe in yourself. And every single day when I'm drawing 5 hours a day, I'm building neurons in my brain every single day of like, you know, because, you know, I'm a beginner. I'm using reference for everything right now for the most part. But I would say 90% of the time, 95% of the time, I'm not going to like sit here and tell you now, but but like, you know, that takes a skill, you know what I mean? It's not like, it's not easy, you know, but you're building neurons in your brain every single day of like eye perception and putting it down on paper. And you're just building, you know, you're building your brain every single day, and it gets easier and easier every single day. I will show you. I'm struggling with drawing hands right now because, like, okay, I'll show you my art, but like, you have to make sure that everything is coming together at a, you know, like you're not leaving any art fundamental behind. You cannot. That's one thing I do know. You cannot leave any art fundamental behind. And what I mean by that is every other day I've been drawing character art, and then I switch it to background art. Today's character art, tomorrow's background art. But like, you can't like get really good at characters and then not know anything about background art. But also, like, you can't be really good at like portraits and not be good at gesture drawing. You know what I mean? You have to make sure that you're not leaving anything behind. I hate to say this. I think I have like 4 sketchbooks now, and I never once. Never once. I think I might have one page of drawing hands, maybe 2. You know, and I'm trying to draw hands today, and I'm like, I cannot draw hands at all. It's a very complex shape, you know, and for some people it's challenging, and for me it's really challenging. I'm drawing hands, and I'm like, wow, I cannot believe I've not been drawing hands. Like, it literally looks like a beginner, like I'm back at square one. But I'm glad I recognize that now and not getting really good and then leaving out drawing hands. So we have, you know, I think any beginner that's watching this or anything, or, you know, and also I really recommend tips. You know, if there's any good artists out there, please leave tips, please. You know, I'm not a know-it-all, but you know, you can't leave anything behind. But I'm going to show you my art, my, you know, week 1 of this channel art progress. That's the whole point of this video. So I've been warming up with shapes every single day, and then this was on November 12th. This was like my first shading and lighting practice in a while, and we're gonna see that I actually start doing it every single day of shading and practice. This was like composition, and then there again, that was the next day of shading, light practice, and then this was the end of my sketchbook for the day. I don't even really know where I remember. I always like drawing. I always like writing some motivational stuff. Sometimes personal stuff. I don't think it was pretty personal, actually. You know, and now everyone's gonna pause it. I don't really care, but yeah, I always like leaving off with something. Anyways, so this was a new sketchbook. You know, I'm warming up with shapes every single day, but you also got to pivot, because now I'm realizing that I suck at gesture drawing. So now I'm not going to always warm up with shapes every single day. What I'm going to do is start gesture drawing every single day, because I suck at gesture drawing. And you see, like, this is like a big progress. This was only 5 days of practicing shading and lighting every single day, and I believe that, like, that's real in my eyes. That's really good, you know what I mean? And of course, you know, some advanced artists will be like, oh, that's not good at all, but for me it's really good. And you know, this was like, you know, the next day it was good, but then, like, I don't know, I smeared that, but I should have smeared the rest. I don't know. And then we see this, right? This is a background art day, and you know, I went for, here's my horror sketchbook, right? And this is a page. I'm really into like dark gothic, you know, horror stuff. You know, you gotta draw what you love. You know, I think, you know, this is like my fundamentals book, right? This is my, you know, study book. But then I have this book of just all my art ideas, right? And of course I'm using reference. I think the only thing I haven't used reference in was this. That's why I put an I right there. Just for I guess for I did it, I don't know. But yeah, I went from doing this, they're like, okay, let me get serious, and I did this, you know what I mean? And I'm still working on it. You know, we got like a little ghost in the back, but so yeah, you know, I mean, of course, you know, we could look at the tire, and we can look at like beginner stuff that I'm not doing good at it, but like, this to this is a pretty good improvement in just, the same exact day. Like, what is this to go into this? And then, this was today. So then I warmed up. I think it was like 6 in the morning. My brain was not functioning at all. And then I started to get a little bit better. But yeah, I realized that I've really got to start focusing on gesture drawing. So then, look, here's my hands. Like, what is this, right? And yeah, like that's okay. And I was trying drawing my own hand. I think that's what I was doing, right? And yeah, it was not working out as well. So then I had to go to a YouTube tutorial, and that's where I'm at. So yeah, I gotta get better at hands. But that's all. It's for the art progress. That's it for this video, I believe. Thank you for everybody who has been watching this and supporting me on this big long journey. This journey doesn't just end. This is I'm in it for the long haul. I think it's really cool that someday someone, 5 years from now or so, when I have my own box set, they can look at this, second video ever, and someone can literally binge watch all these videos someday, and I think that's really cool, and I'll probably be the person who actually binge watches all of them. But yeah, I mean, you just gotta do it. I don't know. I don't really have anything else to say. Just you gotta do what you love. You gotta do what you love. You gotta believe in yourself. And you gotta be delusional. You know what I mean? So this is only the second video of thousands on this channel. So thank you so much for everybody. Thank you so much for everybody supporting me and who watched this video. Gotta be delusional, and I hope to see you next week for my next video. And please, if there's any good artists out, or it doesn't have to be good, if you have any advice for me, I will gladly 100% take it. It doesn't matter what skill level you're at. If you have some experience that you want to tell me, or if you have some art advice, or just something that you've personally dealt with as a beginner, please leave in the comments below. I'm not saying that for the algorithm, but because I literally don't have. I have one artist in my family. I don't have any other artists. So if you have some personal experience, something that you can tell me, please let me know. One thing I actually saw when I was going on my way to work is I was listening to an art podcast. I think it's really cool. Instead of listening to music all the time, to listen to art podcasts. And one of the things I've learned today, because my whole year I've been reading Japanese manga. I got into manga probably about February of this year, and I got into drawing as well in February of this year. And then I was on and off, and then now this is why I started the channel in the first place, to be consistent. But I started Japanese manga. But what I realized is, wait a second, I want to learn about European comics. I want to learn about more about Western comics, not just Japanese manga, because I want to find my art style, and I believe that if I read all three, and if I get a good foundation of all three, which I have a really good foundation of manga now, but if I get a good foundation of European comics, if I get a good foundation of Western comics, I believe I can take a little bit of everything and make it my own. You know what I mean? I believe, I think that's really cool. And also, who knows? I might do a manga, and then for some reason, I want to get into Western comics or European comics, you know what I mean? The sky's the limit. I'm a beginner. I'm still learning really what I want to do, because because I really have no idea. I know that manga, manga, the art style, you can, professional mangakas, they get a page done in about 3 hours, right? And a Western comic, I think it takes about a day, maybe 2 days, for a Western comic. And then a European comic takes about, I don't know, I think about 4 days to a week or something like that, just of how many panels they put in, how much art. And I think it's really cool. I think European, from the pictures I've seen, from the panels I've seen, European comics are really cool. And I want to get one very soon, and just to read something different than always Japanese manga. I don't have, I love manga, but I think I want to get a solid foundation of other forms of art. And I was actually trying to see if I could find that that Japanese, my gosh, if I can find that European box, that European comic I wanted to read. I don't think I'm going to find it, but maybe if I haven't by next week, I'll show everybody. But Yeah. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. This video is getting really long, so please tune in to next week. Please tune. You don't have to watch my shorts every single day. But yeah, tune in. I want to make this a nice community, and hopefully a nice community of beginners. Who, because we're on this together. We all have the same goal. We all want the same things. We all want the world. You know what I mean? We all want to have art out there, and I think it's really cool. So let's do it. Let's do it together. All right. See everyone. See everyone next week.